Dealing with rejection is a devastating and catastrophic feeling, and I was there a year ago. I am now a few weeks away from my first semester finished at college, and I just want to mention how I got over the tough and tall task of dealing with rejection. I want to talk about just quickly who I was in high school, how I dealt with rejection, and where I'm at now. I graduated from my high school, rank 4, GPA 4.0, unweighted was 4.6, or weighted, whatever it is whenever you apply the AP scores. I was a 4.6. Went to a really small school. I mean, my school was so small you could pack everyone into one school bus. Well, maybe not that small, but it was a class of 90, so not too big. And I was really lazy. I was an unmotivated student most of the time. I was really irresponsible. I mean, I'm not a genius by any standards, but the reason I got good grades was because I always tried to understand things just the first time, so I wouldn't have to go study them later. So I would pay really good attention in lecture, skim the textbooks to get a really good grasp of everything that was being taught. So yeah, this bad habit of dreading studying carried over to that bastard called the SAT. Now the SAT really isn't too difficult of a test in terms of like the difficulty of the questions that are being asked. It is pretty hard to stay focused for the 3 or 4 hours that you have to sit down at a desk for. After like during the second half of taking the test, my mind would just start wandering off into random things. So I just never took initiative, and I was always still surprised whenever I would get the same results after not studying. I mean, I got a score of 1310, which is not a bad score, but it's not where you want your score to be if you want to send in an application at a highly ranked competitive institution. You definitely want to be in the 1400 range or above to really make your application pop out. I just completely blanked out right there. The actual application process, writing the essays and the essay prompts. My Common App essay was, I'd say it was pretty good. I take a good amount of initiative in that, at least. I sent it to my counselor. She reviewed it and thought it was great. Sent it to my English teacher. I went back in time and had Shakespeare rate my essay. Like, I wanted to make sure my essay was really good. My prompts, on the other hand, they could have been better. I didn't make those as good as they could have been. So I applied to Harvard, Brown, Washington University at St. Louis, Duke, and Rice. Got denied by all of them, and then I got accepted, thankfully, gratefully, into two private institutions in the state of Texas. And I was sad. I was in a state of shock. Like, I couldn't believe it. You know, in high school, I never had any type of certainty about what I wanted to do. There was always this uncertainty of where I wanted to go. Sometimes I would tell my dad, "Oh, I'm gonna just, get a really good offer from an in-state school and do that." Or sometimes I would have some really ambitious dreams of going to like an Ivy League school. So it just never was set in stone what goal I was driving towards, and that was a huge mistake. And getting rejected, I mean, those first 2 or 3 weeks after are tough, and I found a way to drive my mind away from thinking about it, to take my mind off of things. I found this in one way through work. I was working at Wingstop during this time, and man, the pandemic made that spot so busy. I mean, if you know what Wingstop is, it's like a tiny joint, like tiny establishment. And we would pack like 15 people in the front. The second half of the restaurant was closed off, and it got to a point where we needed to make sure we scheduled an extra person just so that person could stand at the door and monitor, who came into the store, who went out when we were at max capacity. And it was just some crazy times. It stirred my mind away from thinking about the rejection and trying to make sense of things. And I was getting money, of course, so that's a big plus. Another thing that really helped me out was at the end of March, start of April, the TV series Avatar finally came on Netflix. And I mean, Toph is right there. That just exemplifies how much I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. So when I wasn't having my mind distracted at work, I would come home, watch some Avatar, be in a happy place. So when dealing with something as big as rejection from the schools you really want to go to, the best things to do really are play sports, watch your favorite movie, TV show, whatever hobby you love, whether it's art, reading, whatever you really enjoy doing. Have that as a tool, as a remedy to help you get over this, temporary shock. And after this time of isolation, I just went to go hang out with people. Went to go hang out with some cool ass people, dealing with rejection. Hang out with your peeps. Surround yourself with positive vibes, with the positive energy, and it'll help solidify, the acceptance of rejection. And I just want to note that for us who were rejected from colleges, it's a really subjective process. It's a very small committee, very small board of people really reviewing these applications, and don't fall into the trap of thinking that, oh, I didn't do enough, or I could have done way more. You could have been an amazing potential candidate, but resources and space are limited, and I'm sure that many of those admission review people would have loved to have accepted you into their institution, and they are receiving so many different applications, and I'm sure they overlook some amazing ones. So don't dwell on it. It's their loss. So where am I at now? My first semester of college was rough. I experienced a lot of regret looking back at what I could have done better in high school, and it really dragged me. It really weighed down on me. Detrimental to my mental health, really. I was just never happy, and thankfully I had a super long winter break. One of the things I can thank COVID for, I had a 2-month long winter break. I mean, some people don't even have summer break that long, but yeah, during these 2 months I just took that as a time for self-reflection, and I just hung out with my family a lot, specifically with my two younger sisters. I spent a lot of time with them. I found out my younger sister loves Pokemon, and although I hadn't watched Pokemon since I was 9, so it'd been 10 years, I found out I love it now. And now one of my favorite things I love to do is, whenever she comes home from school, I watch an episode or two with her, and it's something I look forward to every single day, and it's something that makes me really happy. So now I'm at this stage of in life where I am at just a really happy stage, one of the happiest stages I've ever been in, one of the happiest states that I have ever been in. And Pokemon is dope. Have you seen some of the designs? Come on, Charizard's design, Infernip's design, Greninja's design. It all goes to show that although things didn't go perfectly the way they were supposed to, it still turned out great. During the winter break, I decided that I'm done with that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna do a complete 180, and I'm gonna just do the best I can where I'm at. Whatever happened, it happened for a reason. Whatever is meant to be will be. And I'm just going to make the most out of this situation, and I'm going to apply myself more and take everything I did bad in high school and fix it here in college, so that I won't have to deal with, regret later on in life. I want to do the best I can right now in this moment, and be great and tap into the potential that I know I can be as a student. Be the best student that I can be the best me that I can be. So this all happened during winter break, and this is something that I took time to think about and to reinforce in my mind. I'm thankful that my school saw something in me that the other colleges didn't, I guess. So getting accepted into this in-state institution, going to a school that's campus is very close to home, it all turned out for the better. Get to hang out with my family all the time, get to watch my sisters grow up, and I'm happy. You have nothing in this world without happiness, and I have that, so I really couldn't ask for more. Don't let rejection be the end of the road. It's the start of much more. Don't let it be the end of your dreams. Don't let it crush your dreams. You can mold it and shape it however you want it. You can revision your outlook on it. I know you are all amazing. I know you will do great at whatever college, whatever school you go to, and I hope this has helped you in some way see it differently, seeing your rejection a bit differently. I hope you liked the video. I hope you'll subscribe for more, and as the journey continues, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.